We are in a panorama. Everybody knows we are in a peninsula. Hello, all you beautiful people. It's your girl Asia, the MUA, back with another video. If this is your first time seeing my face, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. Hopefully you make it until the end. If, however, this is not your first time seeing my face, you already know what time it is. Hey, A-lister, how you doing? I know this is like super tight and it's like a little bit of a weird angle, but I finished the video before I recorded the intro and I switched lenses to take pictures and I just don't feel like putting the other lens back on. I don't. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. This is going to be another bad experience and a beat. I know I said this series was going to come every second Saturday, but when you watch this video, if you could tell from the title, you'll see why this video is so late. I just received my gorgeous Vanessa Jima collection from Juvia's Place, so I will definitely be using that primarily for this look. So if you want to see how I got this beautiful look using these beautiful products and hear what happened when me and my entire family got COVID, just keep watching. So I'm so excited to be starting out with Vanessa, the Vanessa X Juvia's Place palette. This is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know I consider Vanessa Jima a close personal friend of mine. So this is hitting me like right in the feels. I'm so proud of her. She's so deserving. And I have honestly been waiting for a Juvia's Place Vanessa Jima collab for a long time. I knew it was coming. It was only right, to be honest. So I'm going to be starting off with Stush. I'm going to go ahead and pack that into my crease and go ahead and get into this tea. So I have to go ahead and admit that I guess I got a little stir crazy. And it's like I constantly see people just like out living their best lives on social media. And this local bar that I really love to go to called, I'm not even going to say, because I don't want to like throw shade on them or anything, because I don't think it's this establishment's responsibility that I got sick. Let me just say that. So it was December 9th and I went out, I had a drink. I was out for maybe 45 minutes. That was the craziest thing about the whole situation. I was out for all of 45 minutes. I had one drink, somebody bought me a drink and I ended up spilling that. So I really only had one drink and that was it. I'm just picking up a clean brush and softening up the edges of this shadow as I pull it closer to my brow bone. I want it to kind of fade into that nice gradient. And the crazier thing about it, I had been to this place in October. My cousin came out to visit in October and I met her at this place. I really like this place and she was like, we trying to go somewhere? And I was like, well, I'm not really trying to go nowhere, but I know this spot that I like to go to is open and I feel like, it's cool because they be in there every week. I'm going in with Zakia from the Magic palette. I really want to order a Magic Mini because this big ass Magic palette, it'd be so overwhelming. I don't even be wanting to pull it out. I want to intensify my crease from that Stush. I love how it blended out. It's looking beautiful. We already know what to expect from Juvia's Place. The formula is amazing. We already know. It's my favorite brand. We already know. So I don't want to do too much commentating on like the brand and the formula because we already know what's up. So I go out on December 9th. By December 14th, I'm like, man, I don't feel good. My head is stopped up. I'm like this level of congestion that I felt was like nothing I had ever felt before. My head was like a brick. Nothing was getting in and nothing was coming out. I don't know how to explain it. It was this, it was like if my head was a camera and somebody turned the image stabilizer off of my head. That is this camera. So everything was just kind of wobbly. I felt this type of nausea, this kind of just unnerved, just, I don't know how, it just wasn't right. My body just wasn't right. And I had never felt like this before. And I was dizzy all the time. So I'm just, you know, going about my merry way. It was the twins' last week of school before winter break. And I'm just like, I just need to get through this last week. And then they'll go to their dad's for a little bit. And I'll have some time to, you know, start feeling better. I know I had this cold, but, you know, I should be feeling better in a few days. So a week went by. So I'm feeling like I have a cold, and it's not unheard of that I have a cold, because that was when the weather here in Vegas kind of snapped cold. Like, that's when it was like, okay, it's been really nice. It's been in the 60s and the 70s, and now it's like in the 40s. So for me to feel like, okay, I got a little cold, my head stopped up, nothing abnormal, nothing out of the ordinary. But by that 6th day, I was feeling shitty. And I was like, bruh, I don't think this is no regular fucking cold. I think I got the fucking Rona. So by this time, the twins are gone. They're at their dad's house. Mind you, they've been exposed to me all week. I have no idea where this look is going, just to let you guys know. I'm gonna dust this J125 brush off, and I think I'm gonna dip into the Saharan 2. If I could do a look without the Saharan 2, I might be all right. But I'm going to dip into Taza, of course, and I'm going to just deepen up my crease. So like I was saying, the twins been exposed to me all week. They're at their dad's now. It's Christmas break. He having company at his house. I don't know what's going on over there. And I'm texting him every day like, bro, how are the kids doing? How are they? You know, I'm not feeling good. I'm going to get tested. So I go get tested on the 22nd. It was a rapid test at my local urgent care. That shit came back positive in like 10 minutes. So I let twins' dad know, you know, I'm sick, bro. Like, I'm fucking sick. The freaking response that I got from him is a total other bad experience, so I'm not even going to get into that. What I will say is it was absolute trash. Going back into the Vanessa Jima palette, I'm going to dip into Busy. There were days, like several of them, where I could not move. Like, I could barely get out of my bed to go, sorry. But I could barely get out of my bed to go relieve myself in the bathroom that is literally feet away from my bed. Like, it was one of the sickest times I've ever had in all of my years. I got strep throat one time when I was in college, and I thought I was gonna die. I probably should have been in the hospital when I had strep throat. And having COVID at that time felt like what I felt like when I had strep throat. My temperature never raised, but I felt feverish inside my body. I can't explain it, but my body felt like it was fatigued and just overheated inside, but my temperature never read above a normal temperature. I completely lost my sense of taste and sense of smell. That was the first thing to go. The body aches, the nausea, the dizziness were my most remarkable symptoms. So I'm going back into Vanessa, and I'm gonna pick up a lot of extra. I'm gonna pick up extra. This reminds me of that one highlighter from MAC from, it was Snowball first, and then they brought it back for Shiny Pretty Things. It's in this thing. Snow Flush. It reminds me of Snow Flush. If you know me, you know I am absolutely crazy about Snow Flush. It was the highlight of those holiday seasons for me at MAC Cosmetics. But anyway, we ain't talking about them. Not this bad experience in a beat. Stay tuned for the next one though. So the twins come home on December 26th, and I've spent, you know, a few days in bed, and I'm feeling a little better. And, you know, I'm constantly trying to contact their dad, like, how are they? What's going on with them? Are they sick? Because I've tested positive for COVID. How are you guys doing? Because they've been exposed to me, and now you've been exposed to them. You've in turn exposed them to other people. And now I feel like I'm fucking patient zero over here. So I just feel like I can't try this palette if I don't dip into Perfectionist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's just so pretty. It's like so many. Sis, are you joking? Are you joking right now? So as soon as the twins walk in, I hear my daughter talk, and I'm like, oh yeah, y'all are sick. She sounded exactly how I sounded when I first started displaying symptoms. Her head sounded extremely congested. She sounded super uncomfortable, and she looked like she felt bad. My son was like, I'm good. I don't have COVID. You guys might have COVID. I do not have COVID. I can smell, I can taste, I don't feel bad. You guys have COVID. I don't have COVID. Y'all, Anthony was adamant that he was not sick. And I'm just like, okay, son, we're gonna go to the doctor and get tested, and we'll see what's going on with you guys. Well, of course, I take them to go get tested, and by this time it's been, so I think I took the twins to get tested Monday on the 28th. By that time, it had been 14 days since I had started displaying symptoms, so they let me bring my kids back in there. We were all masked up and all that good stuff. I'm going in with BSG. I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up my outer corner. I'm sorry, y'all, my window is open and I'm so nosy. Ain't nothing going on. Oh, that pulls a lot deeper than it shows in the pan. It's another Juvia's Place shadow that does that. Anyway, do y'all remember JCat Beauty? Whatever happened to them? Anyway, I pulled one of their glitters today. I pulled Amber Jewelry because I feel like this palette reminds me of that glitter. And I just feel like it's gonna look beautiful on my eyeball. So y'all, we get to the urgent care, and they had treated me really, really well. The staff is really, really great at this office. But we got there like first thing in the morning, right? And I'm like watching everybody walk in, come into work. Me and the twins are standing in line or whatever. And we see a couple people walking in, and it's like, okay, you know, they coming into work. We about to get up in here. We were like 5 people back in the line. So we were in a really good place in the line. So we watching, you know, everybody walk in, whatever. And I see this girl walk in, and you know how you could just tell somebody's attitude is stank just by like their aura. Like her aura was like screaming, I got a bad attitude this morning. I don't want to be at work. And I just feel like if you don't want to be at work, don't come to work. So we get in there, and of course, this is the nurse that is administering my children's COVID test. She was just, her bedside manner just wasn't very comforting. This isn't like, just think about it. This is a stressful time. These people think they're sick with this deadly pandemic that's ravaging the fucking world. And you come in there with your little, I don't want to be here today ass attitude. You killing the vibe, sis. So, of course, the twins test come back positive, and Anthony is devastated. Like, he starts crying. He's really upset because he was just so determined to not have COVID. He's been really, really scared of this whole situation. Like, we've had conversations that started off with, Mom, I don't want to die. So it was really, really hard for him. But we came home, we had a long talk. I ordered groceries and went and stocked up on all the things that I needed to take care of my babies. So mind you, when the twins come home, I'm not like better. It had been 2 weeks, but I still felt like crap. Like every day I got up, I felt like crap. That dizzy feeling, I couldn't shake it. Like it was with me constantly. So I'm still trying to process orders, take care of my kids, keep my house clean, keep groceries stocked up, because we aren't leaving the house. Like, we're not leaving the house. We weren't going anywhere. We still aren't going anywhere. This is the first weekend the twins have even been to their dad's house. We're not going anywhere. I think that was the reason that it took me so long to like get back to where I was feeling, you know, at least somewhat decent. Like, I feel decent now, but those weeks were so difficult. Like, definitely some of the hardest weeks I've ever had as a mother. Definitely some of the sickest days I've ever had in my life. And it was just, I don't know if I'm ever going to be the same. I don't know if any of us are ever going to be the same. Quit playing. So, of course, the twins' dad got sick. His girl got sick. She got really, really sick. Like, she developed pneumonia and had to be hospitalized and all kind of shit. She got really sick. And just going back and forth with him, he was like, this is all your fucking fault. You fucking suck. And for a minute, I kind of internalized that, and I felt like I got all these people sick and all this shit was my fault. Then I had to think about it. We are in a panorama. Everybody knows we are in a peninsula. I told you I was sick. You chose to still expose people to the twins who have been exposed to me, and exposing yourself and putting all these people at risk. You chose not to follow the guidelines. And I just really had to, you know, write in my journal and get all that negative energy off my shoulders, because it did not belong to me, okay? So on the back of the palette, it says Akura is not intended for immediate use around the eyes. That's this one. So I'm going to go ahead and probably mix these two with blush. It reminds me of one of the blush palettes. I can't find it. I'm not digging over there. So whatever. But yeah, it was really hard to, you know, keep myself upbeat and keep my children upbeat and keep them feeling secure, because, you know, by the time they went back to school, I still wasn't feeling good. It took me a long time to feel okay. And I feel like that was because I was doing so much. I wasn't resting, and it was just hard for my body to recuperate. That is so freaking pretty. Y'all did that. Okay, let me spray my face down so I can do some highlighter and we can do some lips and stuff. Ugh. I think I'm going to use both of these Heroin Juvia's Place highlighters. I'm going to go in with Heroin Glow 2 because it's got that pretty warm peachy tone to it. So twins go back to school. You know, I go back to processing orders, you know, Monday through Friday as I was before. And I don't feel like I got back to feeling normal right away. I still feel like I have some residual side effects left. Like, I still get winded really, really quickly. I still get dizzy really, really quickly. There are still certain smells that I can't like do. And I definitely don't feel like it's over. We haven't retested yet because they told us that it can stay in your system for up to 90 days. So I've been really leery about going around people. I'm going in with Heroin Glow 1 now. Right on top. Yeah. Is it just me, or like as soon as you get done with your makeup, your nose wants to run or your eyes want to water or some stupid crap like that? Like, why is it always like that? So I've been really leery about going around people, because for you to tell me this virus can sit in my system for 90 days, it's like, how do I know I'm not making people sick still? And it's been so stressful. And I don't feel like people talk about the whole mental aspect of it, because it was such a total mind fuck for me being sick like that. It was, and then the twins, and it was like 5 weeks straight, and it was so stressful. Okay. Before I do my lips, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the nails that I picked for today. So I'm going to be going in with these down here. These are called Top Tier, and this is Extra Long Coffin. I'm going to go ahead and pop these on, and then I'll come back and do my lips and kind of finish this video up because it's been long enough. So I'm going in and lining with So Rare first, and then I will deepen that up with Cola. And then I'm going to pop In Vogue matte lipstick in the middle and ombre that out. And then I top with Legit Nude Gloss from the Vanessa collection. I just want to say that I'm so thankful and so grateful, and we're so blessed to even still be here. And I will forever be grateful to God for seeing my family through this hard time, because it was really, really hard. So here is the finished look in all its glory. I mean, we don't even have to talk about these products, do we? Y'all not gonna make me rave about how bomb the eyeshadow palette is, how much I love the lip gloss. Like, we don't have to do that, do we? So all that happened and here we are. Like I said, once my twins came back on the 26th, this is the first weekend that they went to their dad's house. So they've been home for almost 5 weeks, and we just been like under heavy quarantine. I got used to ordering groceries for delivery or for pickup, so I barely go to the store now. I am super anxious to even leave my house. Like, my anxiety is through the freaking roof after my entire family got sick. So this is not a game. This is very real. People are getting sick and people are dying every single day. And when I scroll social media and see these clubs open and these people, it just seems like people don't even care anymore. Like, I know it's been a year, like it's been a whole year, and I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's hard in ways that other people might not know it's hard. And just because you're not sick doesn't mean you can't get somebody sick. People are just out there and don't even like know their status, don't even know if they're carriers, don't even know if in 3 days they're gonna be laid the hell out. And honestly, for the 45 minutes that I got to pop out of the house and have a drink, I could have stayed my ass at home and bought the little $3 bottle of wine that I always get from Walmart and not lost a month of my life, because that's exactly what I feel like happened. It was insane. So I guess you have to ask yourself if going out and being in these social settings is worth you running the risk of getting sick, of getting your grandma sick. Is it really worth it? Like, what is it about people that they can't sit down? It's not getting any better. Like, it's not. And as for me and my house, we gonna stay where the hell we at, okay? It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all. It's not worth it. Don't invite me nowhere. Don't ask me to go nowhere. I'm gonna say no. I hope you guys love this look because I feel absolutely, completely, amazingly gorgeous right now. Congratulations, Vanessa. I am so proud of you. This collection is definitely something I want to have. Like, obviously I'm a collector and this is definitely something I had to have on my shelf. So job well done. You guys knocked it out of the park once again. We had no doubts. We know what the tea is, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this look, if you enjoyed this video, give me a huge thumbs up to let me know you want to see more content like this. Be sure to comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. Guys, stay safe. If you're sick, stay home. Wear a mask. Practice social distancing. Don't go to crowded places with hundreds of people. Do y'all not care? I care. I care. If I had it to do all over again, I would have stayed my ass at home because I had been at home. It wouldn't have killed me to not go out for those 45 minutes. It would not have killed me, but it could have killed me to go out for those 45 minutes. It's very simple. It's not a complicated concept. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys for all your support, all your well wishes, all your prayers. It really, really meant a lot to me because there were people like, girl, are you okay? Like I wasn't posting. I wasn't really active on social media and a couple people did reach out to me like, hey, are you all right? So I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe and stay beautiful.